Alright guys, I'm back. The main point of this video is to show how the other banax Kaigen 500S became defective, but I also wanted to make a quick update to my last video. The Maya Epcot 350M is now spooled up. I don't know exactly how much line's on there. Again, it's a dumb reel, so it doesn't really have a readout to let me know, but that's 80-pound braid on there. And the way this guy works is this button right here starts it. This button stops and jigs, so that's what I mean by jigs. You hold it down for the reel and let it go. It's 2 speeds, so that's your speed controller. This is your start button and stop button, and in high speed. Now this one right here feels much more robust than the banax's. That's a banax right next to it right there. You can see the difference in size of the spool, and this thing's just a lot heavier and meatier than that guy right there. But the banax, when they're working, it does have one really nice thing it does, and let me see if I can show you real quick here. It's going to be difficult with one hand, but put it into free spool. You start stripping off some line here. So there's 8 meters of line off of it, and go ahead and put it back in gear. So I use a little release button right here. I usually just crank the handle and that works perfectly fine. I'm just one-handed right now. So the nice thing about this reel is it's a smart reel. I can engage the lever right here to start bringing in line and pick my speed. Right now I'm at 2 speed. Once you get to 5 meters, it automatically stops. Now you can either reel by hand, or you can use a jigging feature. To get it the rest of the way in. And that's a really nice feature. That's something that this reel right here doesn't do. If you lock your drag all the way down in this guy right here, and you have it on high speed, and it's going, and you're not paying attention, you will bring your jig or whatever you're fishing with straight through all the guides in your rod, rip them off, and have your jig facing right here until you smoke out the drag or burn up this reel. So this reel right here, dumb reel, start, stop. So I believe the fatal flaw in these banaxes is this right here. When you flip it over, this little tiny thing right here, that's the heat sink, and it's small. This gigantic thing right here is the heat sink. And there's a big difference just in spooling these 2 reels up with line on how they handle the heat. Again, you can see the difference in the size comparison there. And what happened with me on that banax right there is I was using it and using it and using it, and it got hot on me, and eventually it started smoking and it gave up. That's the new one. I unplug it, you see it's dead, it's off. As soon as you plug it in, it should automatically power up, which you see right there. Then from here, I go with these 2 buttons, and I ended up doing 60 pounds, which this reel calls PE8, and I put 200 meters on there. And once this gets back to 0 and restarts, boom, I'm ready to fish. And it's that same process. So if I'm fishing and I get snagged and I get tied up on someone and I have to let go of my rod or give it to a deckhand, I unplug, I plug back in. If my reel doesn't remember where I'm at, I hold these 2 buttons down, go to the PE8 setting and hit OK, and then you're fishing again. So it kind of seems like a lot to remember, but I've been fishing these reels non-stop now for the last 18 months, and when they work, like I said, they're great. It's when they stop working that they suck. Let me go ahead and unplug this one. Just give me a second here, guys. Bring this guy back in here. The safety cap. Get that plugged in and screwed on. Nothing. No power up. No response. No auto stop. Now it goes into free spool. And it locks and reels and the drag works, and I can use it as a handheld reel, but I purchased an electric reel and I would really like it to be an electric reel. It just stopped working. Unfortunately, this one burnt up on me. Again, I have to believe it's that very small heatsink on there. So, yeah, that's what killed this one off right here. This video right here is going to go to, I believe, Assurance, who's the company who I purchased the warranty through. And hopefully I can get warrantied out on this one again. If I do get warrantied out, I'm going to go with the Fishing 13 Concept Z reel. I'm done with the Banax, guys. I just can't recommend them. The 7000 series right here. That little gem right there, that's my new one. That's the one I purchased to replace this 500 series right here. And unfortunately this one just died on me when I was using it, so this one's going to go into the scrap pile. It is completely toast. When they're working, you plug them in, they fire up. 2 non-color buttons. Select your line type. Far right button and you're good to go. One of the things I did not show is you can set up your auto stop, so you can go free spool and come out to wherever you want. And that tells it that's your new 0. So that allows you to set your auto stop to 0. That way you're not setting it to 5. And that's really nice. What that allows you to do, or what I do, is I wait until my swivel's at the top of the water and I set that to my auto stop. I'm using these generally down to 300 feet, and then I have it crank until my swivel hits the top of the water, and then from there I just use the hand crank, and I hand crank the last couple of feet. I guess according to this reel, I used this ultra strong braided line right here from Amazon. It's 60 pound test. It's a 8 braid or 8 strand, and it took 200 yards of this right here. So according to this reel right here, this would be the, I gotta look at the box, but I believe it's PE8. It's considering this line to be PE8. That 5 you see right there next to 564 yards says that this is PE5 line. The reel sees it as PE8. It takes 200 meters, which is about 1,200 feet. And I fish in Southern California. The deepest I can go is 300, so that's really no concern of mine. That's my heavy duty reel right there. I got 80 pound on it. And the biggest thing I'm using these for, guys, is really sand dabs. I dropped down about 300 feet with a 20 hook Ganyan, a pound of weight. and I try to bring up 20 of them at a time and use them for lingcod bait. But you know, when the reel works, it's great. When it doesn't, it's crap. Hope you guys enjoy this, and again, I would not recommend the Banax, guys. Don't go out and buy one. Save your money. Either get the Daiwa Tanacom, the Tanacom Bull, or save up and get the Mega Twin. Those are all rock solid reels. If you want to go cheap, you can get the Maya Epcot M350. These things are bulletproof. They're just not smart reels. And I love using them on the battery tender, guys. I use that 12-volt battery right there. It's lithium polymer, 26 to 35 amp hour. I can fish a 2-day trip with one of these batteries. The battery weighs less than, I want to say it's less than 4 pounds. I put it on a little bag that goes on my hip. I put it on my belt, and I'm good to go. I don't have to recharge. It's amazing. I bring 2 of them with me just in case, and it's the best setup ever, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day. Ciao.